Per pretrial, he's tested positive presumptively because they have to send it to a lab for confirmatory for alcohol and THC. I think they described his behavior as
threatening.
Well,
Masterclass in control, fear, and cold-blooded power. Watch closely as a woman stares down the very system meant to protect her. What happens next will leave the courtroom and you in shock.
I got threatening, and I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to have you, and I'm not going to stand for your threatening anyone in this court at any time. That is.
Whoa, pause right there. That judge just revoked the defendant's bond on the spot. No trial, no appeal, straight judgment. This shows how serious courts are when it comes to intimidation or disrespect. But was there enough evidence for that? Decision, pretrial, only reported rudeness, not threats. So, is this justice, ... or overreach?
To warrant a
Hold
bond
on,
revocation.
She told me yesterday that there had been multiple threats.
So, all right, to circle back, there's a couple things. In speaking with pretrial, I have not received any information about threats. I've received information about cursing and rude behavior.
Yes, Judge. There was no like threat of like harm or anything like that. It was just more so attitude. He was making people in our office a little bit uncomfortable just with his demeanor and the things that he was saying, but none of it, to my knowledge, has been anything, you know, putting anyone in danger, threatening danger, anything of that sort.
Here comes the verbal hammer. The judge is laying it down. When she says light you up like a Christmas tree, she means total legal firestorm. Notice her tone. That's not just frustration, that's a legal warning. Judges can and will enforce behavioral standards beyond the courtroom. Think he got the message?
And it is unacceptable, the behavior that you have displayed here with myself, with pretrial, with the people down over there. And if you don't straighten up and fly right, I'm going to be all over you. Do you understand? One false move again. This is not supposed to be a happy time for you. And I don't know what I need to do to get your attention. But next time, I will classify you as a danger.
That threat to raise the bond so high, his teeth fall out, hyperbole, or serious signal. Judges sometimes use metaphors to shock defendants into compliance. But let us know, if you were sitting in that chair, would this tough love approach work on you? Comment below.
Tell me what he tested positive for.
It was THC and alcohol, Judge.
Okay.
This is where I will add that the court added bond conditions yesterday, so he had the magistrate.
I understand.
Okay.
He did have some these magistrate orders in October that I did see that he was instructed over. It didn't have no alcohol, but it did have
October what?
October
14th, 15th.
Give me the last name again.
Bledsoe, BLED.
Oh no, he's still smoking weed then. I mean, if they told him not to use any kind of illegal drugs and he tested positive right now, give me the date.
Okay, quick recap. The defendant is still smoking weed after being ordered not to. Whether it's Delta-8, Deltanine, or even THC seltzers, he's walking a dangerous line. And the judge, she's not buying any excuses. Remember, when you're on bond, your body becomes evidence.
What day was the magistrate condition for no using, please? October 20th.
I'll give my spiel about THC seltzers that I could buy at Specs that have no alcohol but have THC in them.
You are not to use alcohol. You are not to use illegal drugs. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to test you again in 2 weeks from today. If you test positive for THC again, and I don't care what it is, I don't care if it's a gummy, I don't care if it's a joint, I don't care if it's Delta 8, if it's Delta 9, if it's Delta 352, whatever it may be.
This is a key moment. The judge gives him a final warning. If you test positive again, you will stay with me. Translation, jail time, no debates. This conditional mercy is rare in cases where defendants repeatedly fail to comply. But here's the question. Should he have gotten another chance?
But did you have a preference on the reset date, Judge?
2 weeks, whatever you want.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. You said
And
2
I'll
weeks.
test him back and we'll see.
Do you
But
want,
by then it'll be sufficient benefit that there's just no argument.
do you want him 2 weeks from today testing on that date?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do. Thank you, Judge.
For sure, Nate. And thank you. What am I supposed to do?
I have no idea, sir.
Either you're continuing to use or you just don't care about court orders. I've ordered you not to use. We're now working. When did we order him not to use? What was the day?
On this case,
His case has been open since February, the end of February.
February 26th, Your Honor.
Say it again?
February 26th.
Yeah, February 26th. We're now April 16th. It's been 51 days.
Notice the timeline. February 26 to April 16 to 51 days since his order. That's more than enough time to clean up. Yet, he's still testing positive. At some point, it's not about misunderstanding. It's about willful defiance. Is the judge being too patient here?
Nevertheless, I told him not to use.
He's gainfully employed judge, which when we came here previously, you had ordered him to get a job, which he did. And of course, he's brand new at the job. And if he goes into custody, he's most certain to lose that job.
Michael, I don't want him to use. What else am I supposed to do? I don't care that you're now working your second criminal case within the last year, you know?
Interesting twist. His attorney argues the defendant has a prescription for marijuana. But legal or not, the judge already gave clear instructions. No THC, prescription or not. You break the bond, you break the deal. This shows how state law and judicial discretion can clash.
Another 30 days for him to just continue smoking weed and just...
Test him in 2 weeks, Judge? Or even, I don't know if next Thursday will be too soon for the levels to go down. I'm not really.
Do you have levels now?
No, not at this time. So it was a rapid test that needs to be confirmed at the lab, so.
If you want me to give you the benefit of the doubt of next Thursday, I will do it. You must be here Thursday. If you test positive for weed, it's not going to go well for you. I've harped on it over and over and over.
Yes, sir. Judge?
Do you want hieroglyphics? That line is peak courtroom sarcasm. The judge is clearly frustrated. When the law is spelled out and still ignored, there's only so much leniency left. Comment below. Should judges use humor like this, or is it unprofessional?
Half months. So if it's still in his system, that tells me that he's continued to smoke weed while he's on bond. You know,
Yeah.
there's only two things. It's either in your system or it's out of your system.
I don't smoke, so I got THC tinctures.
What's
I
that?
don't smoke flower. It's not a flower.
You're not supposed to use anything that has THC in it that could cause you to test positive. You know exactly what you're putting into your body. You know exactly what I've ordered you not to do. We'll put you on for this Thursday. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, you want hieroglyphics? Perhaps Mandarin? I don't know what else. I'm speaking English here. I've told you what you can and can't do. That's it. I'm going to give you the benefit because of Michael that you got until next Thursday. If you continue to test positive, it's just not going to go well. All right?
Yes,
See you
sir.
Thursday.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Auditor, and I got that waived, but there was an issue with the back pay or they wanted. For some reason, it wasn't waived to begin with.
Guys, I see he's got a
Here's where things escalate. The defendant might have a felony warrant for assaulting a peace officer. And get this, it shows up 8 minutes ago. During the hearing, real-time consequences. Folks, this is why staying clean while on bond is crucial.
And he's been
I
going.
remember it being open. I remember that we've had issues with this, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Regardless, I mean, we're going to do this now. It's just that if there's an open warrant, I'm going to have to take you into custody. I don't know. It appears to be so, but the computer's been wrong before. Yeah. Take your time. No rush. Mr. Miller, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 4 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. You need to understand that by pleading guilty to this offense, there are consequences that may arise. If you're on probation or parole, this can be used against you, which would result in further confinement. Do you understand? Do you still want to go forward with this?
We'd like to see you check with the warrant. I mean, if he's going to be going in, and we may want to hold off on the plea today.
Okay, it's up to you here.
It was issued to the judge.
Hmm?
It was issued and sworn and settled.
They just, Hugh, it's weird because when I looked earlier this morning, because I knew he had bond violations here. The reason you're here now is because you have bond violations, right? And when I looked earlier, there was no warrant. And when I just pulled it up now to look, a warrant has been issued. They issued a warrant 8 minutes ago.
Okay.
Legal lesson right here. Even if a warrant hasn't been signed by a judge yet, it can still derail your plea deal. Timing is everything in court. So ask yourself, if you were in Mr. Miller's shoes, would you risk taking the plea?
There are conditions that you must follow. And when you don't, there are consequences.
As right this moment, it is not current, it is sitting on the judge's thing to be signed.
He's saying it's,
They issued it by the clerks, but it hasn't been signed, so it's not.
That's where I'm seeing it, but it is not showing up in Jim's as of this.
I need to know what you want to do. Do you want to go forward with this plea or do you want
Will
to?
he be going into custody because it hasn't been signed yet?
He's got bond violations with me. He's on probation, picks up a case. Now he picks up a felony case. He's got bond violations with me.
Yes, but if we do the plea in here, the bond violations are
Yeah, if you do the plea, then you do the plea. It's up to you guys.
signed
Yeah.
yet.
The judge reminds Mr. Miller of his rights before taking the plea, but more importantly, the risks. This is a permanent record, and if you're not a U.S. citizen, it could mean deportation. These moments are crucial and often glossed over. Never plead guilty without knowing the full impact.
Mr. Miller, so you're skirting a very thin line, man. You know, you tell me what you want to do.
No, if he can leave today, I think that's what you'd like to do is take the.
If we do the plea and she hasn't signed it, I have nothing to hold him. But you need to understand that it may at some point happen. So
He does have court for this case, that the felony case next week, so that would give him some time to get something set up with a bondsman and get something worked out.
I don't know. So do you still want to go through with this, Mr. Miller?
He pleads guilty. It's official. 4 days in jail, credited for time served. Sounds light, but don't be fooled. This plea locks in a criminal record and sets the tone for his future court interactions. One slip from here on, and he's done. Was it the right call?
So yes? Okay. So you were charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 4 days in jail, credit for the 4 days that you've done. Understand that, like,
Notice how the judge ends on a calm note. The courtroom went from chaos to closure, but behind that calm is a loaded warning. You get no more chances. This wasn't just about THC. It was about respect, compliance, and consequences. Real court, real lives.
I told you, there are a lot of rights that you're giving up. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country.
So, what did we witness today? A judge pushed to her limits, a defendant testing boundaries, and a justice system trying to strike a balance between accountability and second chances. Mr. Miller may be free today, but he's walking a legal tightrope. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Until next time, stay sharp. This is Court Cases.
Okay. How do you plead to the offense of assault, bodily injury, guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to 4 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 4 days that you've done. I will roll your court costs so you won't know anything. And good luck to you, sir.